In case the title was not clear, this is a case study of what not to do. Back in January 2021, I decided to heed all the wise investment advice I knew to be true. Financial FOMO made me feel like I was missing out, so against my own interest, I decided to buy GME. At the time, GameStop was trading at $280 per share. My only saving grace is that I only bought 2 shares. However, this was also the exact amount of money I needed for my half of my birthday trip fund. I bought the shares the night GME started trending in the news. Due to all the hype, I saw my share price actually rise to $300, $325, and go higher. Did I take my profits? No. I was stoked on by a subreddit that shall not be named, and I foolishly thought that the stock price would keep getting higher. I even shared this message in my family group chat about if they were getting in on this. GME literally ended the trading day that night at $90. I watched the share price go lower and lower. At the lowest point, I believe GME was trading at around $40. $40. However, if I didn't sell at a loss of $20 a share, there was no way in hell I was going to sell at the potential bottom. Then, on March 10th, the unthinkable happened. All of a sudden, GME began to rise. My initial reaction was, who the hell is buying this stock? I immediately pulled up the website to monitor the changes. My initial goal was just to get my money back. But alas, greed is a hell of a drug. Did I sell my stock once it rebounded and was over $280? No. Instead, I saw the stock go to $340, and I immediately texted my partner at the time saying that we were going to go to our favorite restaurant, special treat on me. I told him I was waiting for it to go to $350 before I sold. I was still being led by greed. When I went back to check the stock just 15 minutes later, GME was trading at $220 per share. I was livid because I had been a dumbass once again. I spent a good chunk of my lunch hour refreshing the screen, willing the stock price to go back up. And I promised myself that if I saw GME within $5 of my original purchase price of $280, I would sell. Luckily for me, GME started to climb back up. It went from $220, $250 to eventually at $275. That was when I sold both of those shares because I wasn't willing to wait for greed again. My main lesson that I learned is that FOMO can make you act against your better judgment. That it's better to choose an investment plan and stick with it. Of course, if there are actual major things happening, it makes sense to make small adjustments. But to think that you're getting in on something, especially when it's now hit the mainstream news, is probably a fool's errand. Did you ever get caught up in the GameStop craze? If so, share your story down below.